sJames.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, that was a Daniel Cox job. Now, I'm no expert, James, but I'd say that is not quite level. What's going on?
Well, I lent them your plumber slippers.
So, James, you've moved into the existing house here.
Yeah.
You want a breakout?
Yeah, we're finally in. We made it after all these months.
So that was that window that we looked through to Ian.
That's right. It's a shame, really, because the height of it, the lintel height was about here, so it wasn't quite high enough just to put a normal doorway through. So we had to get the old one out.
Oh, right, okay.
It was a bit of a nightmare, actually, because it had, like all of the lintels in this house have been cast in position the full width of the brickwork. So front to back, all in one piece. It was about 8 inches high and sort of 11 inches deep. And obviously as long as your window is. But yeah, it's solid.
So you just lifted that up on your shoulder, did you?
Yeah, I just picked it out like that. And
Wouldn't it be great if you could employ a bloke like that?
Yeah.
With massive great hands.
Yeah, well, I don't employ Ian, but he's not here today, so no, it's we sort of discovered it yesterday as we were leaving that it was all in one piece rather than two separate lintels. So, and I'd already arranged. Ian's gone to a different job today just to help out a friend of ours. So I said, "Don't worry, I'll deal with it in the morning." So when I got here, I started chipping. I thought I'd just chip away a little bit at a time, but it's rock solid. It's really strong mix, and some big old stones in it as well. So it just wasn't going anywhere. So I set up a bit of a contraption along here. I had a bandstand here, one out there, 2 scaffold boards going along, and I put it right up to just a couple of inches below the lintel. Yeah. And I sort of just cleaned out all around it and the bricks from underneath it, and then just with a jimmy bar just dropped it onto the boards with a big thud. Really? 2 inches, and it would bang. And then, a little bit at a time, I stood at one end, got my back under it, pushed it up, pulled the pins out, let it down, back in again, down the other end, until I got it down to normal bandstand height. And then I strapped some timbers back from this wall plate across, screwed onto a scaffold board there, one there, on the other side of the lintel so it couldn't rock either way. And then another bit of 4x2 underneath with some props and an old door, which I screwed on the angle.
And you slid it down?
Well, I tried to, but it wouldn't go because of all the muck on it. So then I had to sort of rock it over one way and slide a bit of OSB under it so I could slide it. Yeah. And then I managed to pull it off and slide it down the door. And
obviously you wouldn't want it moving too fast downhill,
would you? No. It got to a tipping point and I was like, right, am I going to be able to take the weight of this? But it was all right actually. So I tipped it and slid it down, and this is the piece here.
The beast, blimey.
That's it, yeah.
So you wait till Ian comes back next week.
Yeah, he's gonna
put it on his shoulder.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Ian, that's what you've got to do on Monday. Not Monday. That's complete overkill for what it was supporting there.
Oh, it was only supporting a triangle of brickwork. This is a gable end.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the roof. Yeah. So it was probably taking about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of brickwork up that side down to about a foot on this side. Yeah. And that's it.
The weight of the lintel was way more than what it was supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of it, my friend, you've got all that out that covered.
Yeah, all out now. So a nice bit of plumbing for us. You and me.
Oh, great. I look forward to that. When do you want to do that? Monday?
Yeah, we can attack whenever you like. All right. Whenever you're feeling like doing some plumbing.
Next week, yeah. I'll come next week.
So we can get rid of that lot.
It's all still live, is it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it's all...
I guess if it wasn't live, you wouldn't need me anyway. Just get your pipe sliced and it would be in the scrap bin.
Yeah. No, it's... I think this was the old cylinder cupboard.
Yeah.
You still see a bit of a circle on the floor, but yeah, now they've got a pressurised one in the loft. So the plumber just did a quick join onto everything there and chuck it all up there. Yeah. Which, was fine at the time because it was just an airing cupboard.
Yeah, sure.
And it still created quite a bit of room in there for them to put stuff, but it's got to go now.
Not a bad job at all.
Yeah.
So those controls, you've got to do those controls as well.
Yeah, all that. So you got the minder there.
All right.
Programmer.
Oh, okay.
Got that to go. All this
So
configuration.
this is the heating system for the house, yeah.
Heating and hot water. Yeah. For the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just got to deal with it.
So is this a sealed system or is it?
It is sealed. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Everything pressurised hot water.
So no F&E tank. All right.
No, that's all.
So what else you got going on then? You got. I better be careful not to kick those off.
Oh yeah, don't. What's that? What
The
else?
kitchen's below here, isn't it?
Kitchen's right. In fact, that's the top of the extractor fan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. See. Okay. All right. So don't fall through there. Don't
No.
drop any bricks through there.
I already have, but
Have you?
that was only some bits and pieces. Yeah.
So this is your new room. Yeah.
Yep. Bath ensuite. That one.
Yeah.
And dressing room in here.
Dressing room.
Dressing room.
Not even the bedroom.
No.
Just the walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah, it's a big walk-in wardrobe
Whoa, isn't
with
it?
its own window
So you might have to buy some more clothes to fill it.
and its own loft as well.
Oh yeah. Which we've got the key light loft ladder coming for.
Yeah, that'd be good to get that fitted in there.
Piece of cake, mate. Piece of cake.
Yeah, sure. If it's anything like the roof windows,
Yeah.
no problem.
It works on the same principle.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've got a good idea. You might as well flog it to death, mightn't you?
That's it.
Okay. So Ian's gone off. Get away from it. You've got a skip now.
I've got a new skip, yeah, so we
at
can
least
get all
you
that
can
lot
go.
in there.
So that'll be skip number 11.
Yep.
Just notch them up on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's tremendous, isn't it? The amount of money you spend on skips.
Yeah, it really is.
What, 300, 250 each?
Close. Well, around. I'd say averaging about 300
Yeah.
between the 12s and the 8s.
Yeah. So when people look at a build, you know, like this, and they go, "Oh, look, it's a lot of money." If you look at it, 3,000 quid just in skips, and you had the muck away lorries, didn't you?
Yeah, 4 of those, or three or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is obviously our timber frame built on top of our brick
Yeah.
building. There was a few comments, people asking how we strapped it down. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So we've strapped it every 1.2.
Yeah. Every 4 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. In old money.
And then it continues all the way around the entire building. Now you'll see what we've done here is we've put these counterbattens on, which we've run all the way through, down over the brickwork as well, because when we screw our render carrier balls onto here, we need to have a through flow of air all the way down to the bottom, because if we don't, it can sweat and then start rotting the timber.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a breather membrane on there with a counterbatten, and then that just follows all the way through. But it also helps us out for our straps as well. It means because we couldn't get inside because it's all finished in there, it's still we're still able to put our straps on
Yeah, that'd be fine.
and hold it down on the outside. But yeah, a little bit of electrical stuff to move and get out of the way, but that will all come further out onto the building once we're there.
This is where we're going to crawl in and put the waste pipe for the.
That's it. So we
shower.
can get right under there. That's the plate there. So that is the top of the floor joist there.
Yeah.
So that's the underside of our floor. So I've worked it out. We sort of designed the ensuite. Not designed it, but we worked it to the shower tray. So
Oh, okay.
I got the client to give me all the spec of the shower tray they want first, and then we've measured it so that the waste lands up between 2 joists.
Good. Yeah. Excellent.
Because 9 times out of 10 it lands right on the middle of one. So we've worked it out. So all our joists pretty much line up with these studs as well. So it is pretty much around about there, just inside. We can cut a nice hole out the floor. We can get our waste pipe through. We can drill a hole from that end, feed it through. We can tighten it all up in here.
Oh, okay.
Just
that never happens, does it?
We can tighten it up here.
Goodness.
And we've even got the added bonus of just in here, there was an old skylight. So we can go and stand in there and look up through the skylight
Have a look.
to see if it's leaking or not. Another little problem I've got as well, which we thought, thinking ahead again, is just under here. This originally was a toilet.
Oh, okay.
On the original house, but never had a basin in there. So we've got the waste is already set in the ground, and we've got cold feed, but we haven't got any hot for a basin.
Okay.
So we need to get hot there. Now all the hot currently downstairs is over the other side of this building, and everything's finished in there. So we can't start ripping stuff up in there. But what we can do is from the bathroom just up here, we can come across into this area under our ensuite, again in this little void here, and we can get a hole down through there and get a hot...
Thread it through.
Yep, get it straight down.
Thank goodness for PEX pipe or whatever.
Yeah.
All those things would have been virtually impossible back in the day, wouldn't they?
It'd be a nightmare trying to do that in copper.
Yeah.
And you know, and the great thing with the plastic or pipe life that we're using, you don't have to have any joins in it. You can pretty much run it with no joins, just one at either end.
Yeah.
Which I love it, because I think it's a really good idea that as long as you can access the joints that you do have to have,
either
there shouldn't be a problem in the middle.
That's right. That's becoming more and more the case. Is just run from a manifold out to all the fitments. No joins under the floor, no T's, no nothing.
That's it.
And then everything you've got is accessible and visible. So, yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
So you've got a bit of a time limit on this now?
Yeah, I think we're actually not doing as bad as I thought, because I had my next client contact me by email just to check in and see how things are going, and I thought that I had them down for beginning of September, which is now, but they had me down for the end of September, so I've gained 4 weeks straight away.
Brilliant.
And I'm estimating we'll probably be here 6 to 8 weeks to finish.
Okay.
So 4 weeks out is not bad, really, and considering by the time we're at that point, we've been here almost a year.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad guess.
No.
Four weeks out.
You did well, really, if that's the case.
And we've had a lot of extras put on as well.
Yeah.
So.
And you could get the ground out on that other job.
Yeah, I mean, I can get some ground workers down there and get it all set out with them and just leave them to it. Get some concrete poured in, bricklayers on.
Sit at home for a bit, earning money.
If I'm sitting at home, we're not going to be able to do a Where's James?
That's true. I just go, where's James? And then you just send me a little phone thing from your front room.
Me sitting in my hot tub.
All right, okay. Let's have a vote now. Viewers, how many people want to see James in his hot tub for the next Where's James?
Put your suggestions in a hat.
All right, cheers. Oh yeah, okay, all right. So here's the thing then. Okay, let's go a little bit further with this. We're going to see James in his hot tub. Who would you like to see in the hot tub with him?
Not Ian.
Answers below.